Welcome to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. This is your go-to source for practical advice and support while you go through the divorce process. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll cover a variety of topics such as child custody, property division, and self-care. Together, we'll explore emotional, financial, and legal aspects of divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here's your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Welcome to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce, the podcast where we navigate the intricate and often challenging journey through relationships and divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And I'd like to bring up a topic today where we're going to explore a question that weighs heavily on the minds of many parents. Is it possible to shield our children from the legal aspects of divorce? Divorce is undeniably a complex process. And when children are involved, the desire to protect them from the harsh realities of the legal proceedings becomes a top priority for many parents. But can we truly shield our children from the legal intricacies of divorce? Let's begin by acknowledging that divorce is a multifaceted experience involving emotional, financial, and legal aspects. While it might be tempting to shield children from the legalities, it's important to strike a balance between transparency and protection. One approach that many experts advocate for is age-appropriate communication. Younger children may not comprehend the legal nuances, but they can understand that mom and dad will be living in separate houses. Older children may benefit from a bit more detail, as long as it's presented in a way that doesn't burden them with the complexities of legal jargon. It's essential to create a safe space for children to ask questions, express their feelings, and seek reassurance. This can help alleviate some of the uncertainty and anxiety that accompanies the divorce process. While transparency is crucial, it's important to shield children from unnecessary conflict. Legal battles and disagreements between parents can be emotionally draining for children, even if they're not fully aware of the legal situation. Striving for an amicable and respectful co-parenting relationship can go a long way in minimizing the negative impact on kids. Another strategy to shield children from the legal aspects is to involve professionals who specialize in child custody matters. Mediators and family counselors can act as a buffer between the legal proceedings and the family, ensuring that the best interest of the children remain a top priority. It's also worth considering the timing of the discussions about legal aspects. Children need time to adjust to the idea of their parents' separation before getting into the nitty-gritty of legal proceedings. Introducing these conversations gradually and at the right developmental stage can make a significant difference. In conclusion, while it might not be possible to entirely shield children from the legal aspects of divorce, we can certainly control the way we communicate and manage the process. Striking a balance between transparency and protection, creating a supportive environment for open communication, and involving professionals when needed can contribute to a more positive experience for the entire family. Thank you for joining us on Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. Remember, the journey through divorce is undoubtedly challenging, but with thoughtful communication and consideration, we can help our children navigate these difficult times. Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, feel free to reach out to me via email or phone call. My information's in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Until next time, take care. Welcome to another episode of Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce, the podcast where we explore various facets of relationships and going through the divorce process. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to shine a spotlight on a crucial aspect of divorce that can significantly impact the proceedings: prenuptial agreements. So you've decided to part ways. It's never an easy decision, and the process that follows can be emotionally challenging and legally complex. But what if I told you there's a document that, when done thoughtfully, can bring a sense of clarity and fairness to the tumultuous journey? Enter the prenuptial agreement, a tool that's often misunderstood, yet plays a pivotal role in the destination we call divorce. Now, first things first, let's clear up common misconception. Prenuptial agreements aren't just for the rich and famous. They're not about casting doubt on the longevity of a marriage. Rather, they're about planning for the unforeseen and ensuring a smoother process if the unfortunate need for divorce arises. So, what exactly does a prenup do? Well, it's essentially a legal document that outlines how assets, debts, and other financial matters will be handled in the event of a divorce. Think of it as a roadmap, providing a clear path through the often murky terrain of legal separation. One of the key roles a prenuptial agreement plays during divorce is asset protection. Imagine this: you and your partner have built a life together, perhaps accumulated assets or even started a business. Without a prenup, the division of these assets could become part of the battlefield. However, with a well crafted agreement, the process becomes more akin to following a predetermined plan. But it's not just about assets. Prenuptial agreements can also address spousal support. By establishing guidelines for spousal maintenance, it removes ambiguity and reduces the potential for contentious disputes. This allows both parties to move forward with a clearer understanding of their financial responsibilities post-divorce. Now, you might be thinking, doesn't a prenup undermine the romance and trust in a marriage? Well, not necessarily. In fact, open communication about financial matters is a cornerstone of a healthy relationship. A prenuptial agreement is simply an extension of that communication, ensuring that both parties are on the same page about their expectations and financial futures. Of course, it's critical to emphasize that a prenup is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It requires careful consideration, transparency, and the assistance of legal professionals to ensure that it aligns with the unique circumstances of each couple. It's not about planning for failure, it's about planning for potential reality. As we wrap up today's episode of Breaking Ties Destination Divorce, I want to leave you with this thought. Divorce is undoubtedly a difficult journey, but it doesn't have to be a chaotic one. A well thought out prenuptial agreement can be the compass that guides you through the process, helping both parties reach an amicable resolution. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties Destination Divorce. Remember, every ending is a new beginning. Should you have any questions on today's topic, feel free to, look at my information in the description. I can help with that and also other financial planning issues you might have. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. All the best. Welcome to Breaking Ties Destination Divorce, the podcast where we navigate the complexities of relationships and going through the divorce process. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today, I'd like us to tackle a question that often arises during divorce proceedings. Can we involve our children in the decision-making process for custody arrangements? Divorce, I don't have to tell you, is undoubtedly a challenging process. And when children are involved, it adds another layer of complexity. The desire to prioritize the well-being of our children is natural. But how much say should they have in the decisions that will shape their living arrangements? It's quite the delicate balance, and today we're diving into the nuances of involving children in custody decisions. First, it is essential to recognize the level of involvement children can have in custody decisions, and that it often depends on their age and maturity. Younger children may struggle to understand how complex the situation is, while older ones may appreciate being part of the conversation. So children can have a voice in custody decisions. There's a growing acknowledgement of the importance of considering a child's preference. Courts may take the child's wishes into account, especially as they approach their teenage years. However, it is critical to understand that the final decisions rest with the legal system, prioritizing the child's best interests. In some cases, parents may choose to engage a collaborative approach involving the children in discussions about their living arrangements. This can help provide a sense of agency for the children and potentially reduce anxiety about the unknown. However, it's essential to approach this with sensitivity, ensuring that the children don't feel burdened by making decisions traditionally reserved for adults. The involvement of children in custody decisions also opens up the opportunity for honest communication about the changes ahead. It is a chance for parents to address their concerns, answer questions, and reassure their children that their well being remains a top priority. However, it's equally crucial to be mindful of potential emotional strain on the children. They might feel torn between parents or worry about hurting someone's feelings. Balancing their input with the need to shield them from unnecessary stress becomes a delicate dance in the journey through divorce. As we reflect on our children being involved in custody decisions, it's vital to remember that there's no one size fits all solution. Every family is unique, and the level of involvement that works for one may not be suitable for another. It's about finding a balance that promotes the child's emotional well being and stability. In conclusion, while it's commendable to consider the opinions of our children in custody decisions, it's equally important to approach it with caution and empathy. Striking the right balance between their involvement and protecting them from unnecessary stress is key to ensuring a smoother transition through the challenging journey of divorce. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this edition of Breaking Ties Destination Divorce. Remember, open communication and empathy are important during these challenging times. Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues, I'm happy to help. My contact information is in the description. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Welcome to Breaking Ties Destination Divorce, the podcast that explores the intricate and often challenging journey of relationships and going through the divorce process. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. Today, let's look into a topic that is critical yet not often discussed: the role of a guardian ad litem in the process of divorce. As we know, divorce can be a complex maze of emotions and legal intricacies. When children are involved, the complexity just multiplies. Enter the guardian ad litem, a figure who plays a significant role in safeguarding the best interest of the children during the divorce proceedings. So, what exactly is a guardian ad litem, and what do you do? Think of them as the advocate for children, a neutral third party appointed by the court to ensure that their needs and well being are given the utmost priority. One of the primary roles of a guardian ad litem is to investigate the circumstances surrounding divorce. They interview the parents, observe the interactions between the parents and the children, and assess the overall living conditions. Essentially, they paint a detailed picture for the court to make informed decisions about custody and visitation. But it's not just about gathering information. A guardian ad litem goes beyond the surface, digging into the emotional well-being of the children. They strive to understand the children's feelings, concerns, and any special needs they might have. It's a holistic approach that aims to create a comprehensive view of what's in the best interest of the child. You might wonder, why is this necessary? Well, divorce can be a tumultuous time, and sometimes amidst the legal battles, the needs of the children might take a back seat. The guardian ad litem serves as a voice for the children, ensuring that their emotional and physical well-being remains a top priority throughout the process. Now, it is essential to note that the guardian ad litem doesn't make final decisions. Instead, they provide recommendations to the court based on their thorough investigation. This adds an extra layer of objectivity, allowing the court to make decisions that are not only legally sound, but more importantly, in the best interest of the kids. In some cases, a guardian ad litem may also help facilitate communication between the parents. Fostering a cooperative environment, they aim to reduce conflict and create a more stable foundation for co-parenting post-divorce. It's about setting the stage for healthier family dynamics despite the changes. As we finish today's episode of Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce, I want to leave you with this thought. Divorce is undeniably challenging, especially when children are involved. The role of a guardian ad litem is a beacon of hope, ensuring the children's voices are heard and their needs are met during this transformative time. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Remember, understanding the process can be a powerful tool in navigating the journey of divorce. Should you have any questions on today's topic or other financial planning issues you wish to discuss, my contact information is in the description. Feel free to call or email. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Have a good day. Welcome to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce, the podcast that gets into the intricate dance of relationships and going through the divorce process. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today I want to explore a topic that is close to the heart: how to keep yourself centered and balanced during the divorce process. I don't have to say it, but divorce can be a stormy sea of emotions, legalities, and life-altering decisions. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, lost, and even unbalanced. So, how do we weather this storm while maintaining our own sense of stability? Well, first, acknowledge your emotions. It's okay to feel a range of emotions during a divorce. Grief, anger, sadness, confusion are all normal. Give yourself the space and time to process these emotions. Ignoring or suppressing them can lead to increased stress and make it harder to find that center. Now, we're going to move into self-care here. It's not a luxury. It's a necessity at this stage, especially during the divorce process. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating well, and engaging in activities that bring you joy. Taking care of your physical well-being provides a solid foundation for maintaining emotional balance. Another critical aspect is creating a support system. Reach out to friends, family, or even a therapist who can provide a listening ear and guidance. Divorce can feel very isolating, but having a support system can remind you that you're not alone on this journey. Mindfulness and meditation can be powerful tools for finding inner peace. Amidst the chaos, taking a few moments each day to center yourself can make a significant difference. Whether it's through deep breathing, meditation, or simply focusing on the present moment, these practices can anchor you in the midst of the storm. Set realistic expectations for yourself. Understand that the divorce process is a marathon, not a sprint. It's okay to not have all the answers right away. Give yourself the grace to navigate this journey at your own pace. Boundaries are key, both with your ex-spouse and yourself. Establish clear boundaries to protect your emotional well-being. This might involve limiting communication, especially when emotions are running high, and creating a structured environment for co-parenting if children are involved. Educate yourself about the legal process. Knowledge is very empowering. Understanding the steps involved and what to expect can help demystify the process and reduce anxiety. Consult with a professional such as lawyer or mediator who can guide you through the legal aspects. There are many twists and turns. It's important to have a good guide. Remember to focus on the future. While it's essential to process the emotions and challenges of the present, keep an eye on the future can provide a sense of purpose and direction. Set realistic goals for yourself and envision the life you want to build after the storm has passed. Winding this episode down, the journey through divorce is undoubtedly a challenging one, but it's also an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. By acknowledging your emotions, practicing self-care, seeking support, and setting boundaries, you can navigate this journey with more resilience and maintain a sense of balance. Thank you for joining us on Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. Remember, you are stronger and more resilient than you may realize. Should you have any questions on the topic today or other financial planning issues, feel free to contact me using the information in the description. A call or an email is all it needs. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Until next time, take care.
We want to thank you for listening to this episode of Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce with Mike Fulkerson. For questions, please reach out to Mike via email in the description or give him a shout at 630-444-1410. Remember to subscribe, like, and follow.